Okay, and we're back for session 67 of One Piece. Hopefully all
Hello.
of it.
The same day as the last one.
Hopefully we'll get through all of it. So
We're kind of trying to steamroll our way through this. So
This one,
last
yeah.
time we left off.
last we left off, I'm not going to bring it up for this time because I normally do this for your guys' benefit, and this time I don't need to. I'll release these all at once. If someone's watching it, they'll go from one episode to the next. I release these in
Plus, the
bulk.
last episode's probably. Plus, the last episode's only like 2 hours anyway, so
Dude,
you guys can watch that.
Eli,
pretty
I
easily.
literally release these in bulk. I release them as full seasons, basically. I don't think I need to do a last we left off with you guys all having remembered what literally just happened. Although, Alex, if you want to bring up the thing I told you, which they might have forgotten about.
Okay, so Khan was in both the prison scene and showed up here. Law did not show up in the prison scene. I have suspicions about what's going on. I don't think Liam would make it so easy that he'd just give us back both our captains, unless either we've got a really strong enemy upcoming very soon, or he didn't actually give us back our captains. I reckon Khan is probably fake, and possibly Law is as well.
So fucking
I'm sus.
so fucking
Liam has not confirmed that. I'm sus.
So the fucking doppelganger guy from Akatsuna's back.
No, he's
Got it.
dead. He's dead as fuck.
No.
I killed him
But
explicitly.
we've got a bunch of Dream World shenanigans. So
That's true. Although Dream Guy.
I don't fucking know.
So what the
Dream
hell's
Guy,
happening?
Saying I'm sus.
so Dream Guy is also dead, but he was replaced in terms of abilities by Kyle and also maybe Oli. You'll learn more about that eventually. But yeah, so that's where we were last time.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm bringing up there because that did happen, and I'm pretty sure you guys didn't remember it because it was a minor mention. I just brought it up to Alex, and that's all the information I've given because that's all that I told. Anyway, time for an opening story.
Yep.
Hello.
This one isn't going anywhere specific, but it is focusing on Lars and Connor.
Hell yeah!
Told you I had revolutionary stuff already planned. So, this takes place probably a few days after they barely survived meeting 2 of Heliopia's cardinals.
Oh, yes, that.
Yay, thank fuck, we survived.
Yes.
They're at a...
Marls didn't get killed.
Larls. They're at a town of a kingdom that recently rebelled to join the Revolutionary Army. They're here resting and recovering. Sophie's already gone back to Kamabaka Kingdom, as they've just learned that their old base is no longer their old base, due to a small black revolution.
Yep.
Kamabaka Placeland. Anyway.
That's
So
lots
they're
to take
resting
in.
there. But while they're resting off the coast and having landed now is someone from Lars's past, the now newly reinstated Vice Admiral Hastings.
Dun dun dun.
Here
Shit.
here because he'd heard the sound it sided with the Revolutionary Army. Come on, men. I just got back in the good graces. I'm definitely making sure that I won't let someone like that fuckbag Petrikov take this away from me again. So, I'll take away this town from his friends. Arrest everybody and round up anyone who you think is a sympathizer or a member. Got it? Yes, sir! Hey, well, from outside of where they're hiding and resting, Lars and Connor see these Marines coming in. Okay, we ain't sticking around for this one. Yeah, definitely not. Let's kick their asses and make sure that they can't get captured.
We can't let this guy.
I'm playing both, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
I'm playing both because there's very specific stuff that has to happen, so that's why I take control.
Yep, that's fair
Sorry,
enough.
you've been brain jacked.
I only roleplay as everybody when it's very important, i.e., when specific events need to occur.
Fair.
Yeah, entirely fair.
As the two burst out from the room and fight against all the Marines, doing far better than any of them thought. Especially Lars, who had recently decided he'd brush up on some close combat skills, having learned from Sophie and is taking a lot of martial arts against him. Having heard all this fighting, Hastings starts to move towards them. Alrighty, so this is where the actual members are then. As Lars is looking around the field, he sees him and makes eye contact and runs straight at him. Hastings blocks his attack with both his swords as Lars makes eye contact with his father. I've been hoping for this for a long time, ever since you betrayed me and the Halo Pirates. You bastard! The two face off against each other. Lars' speed managing to outmaneuver Hastings' powerful but slower swings. At least until Hastings decides to stop holding back at all of this. Fine! I'll beat your ass in monkey mode. As he transforms into his hybrid form and knocks Lars flying with a backhand. Yet... Wow. His vision's blurry, but as his eyes start to clear, he sees Hastings having appeared behind Connor. In that moment, a thought crosses through his mind. Knowing his father's blindness. And when it comes to war, if he lets him strike, if he lets Connor die, he'll be able to kill him undefended. Without question. And it moves faster than he's ever moved before. He gets in the way and tries to block and strikes. As his weapon breaks, then he closes his eyes in fear. He at least thinks to himself, I'm glad I didn't think I could be like him. Then a second, another, where he realizes that the strike has stopped. As he opens his eyes slowly, he sees Hastings' face start to change, warp from his cocky grin into a look of fear. What the hell are you doing here? As Hastings is face to face with the most wanted man in the world, Monkey D. Dragon. Bounty: 5 billion berries. That's my call, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
You know, Lars, you've grown quite a bit from where you used to be. So you're not the angry, short-sighted child you used to be. Get Connor out of here. Yes, sir. Just picks him up and starts running. as far as he can out of town. Hastings starts to step back. Okay. In his head, he starts to think. I gotta think my way out of this. Fight Dragon, sure. Maybe take him off guard, but maybe I could try and lie to him. I could try and join him, maybe getting a rank up there too. I mean, after all that matters is recognition. And as he's about to open his mouth, Dragon grabs him and, moving faster than he can see, smashes Hastings to the ground, dragging him along, or throwing him through a building. What the? wasn't even a devil fruit. Of course it wasn't. Don't you know who my father is? You think he needs a devil fruit for someone like you?
My father would have to fight you with both hands tied behind his back. I'm not so great. Just.
Hastings bursts out and starts slashing at Dragon. None of his strikes seeming to hit home. Come on! Not a second. How the hell is your Logia letting you dodge all these attacks? I'm using hockey! I'm not using my fruit to dodge your attacks. I'm focusing on something else. I'm just dodging you with my own abilities. I need to use something with more energy. Oh yeah? So what's so much more important than fighting the man in front of you? Let me answer that with a separate question. Was there a storm overhead when you landed on this island? As Hastings looks up and sees this broiling storm atop him. Blacker than night. He grabs a couple of the Marines around him and pushes them over his head. As Dragon moves his hand and slams it on the ground. As soon as his hand touches the floor, thousands of lightning bolts rain down, crossing against each other. Before the entire island is barraged with thousands of lightning strikes all at once. Every Marine is struck at least twice. And despite using his own many shields, Hastings collapses down. Completely defeated. Dragon looks back to the men and women of this island. I'm sure that none of the Marines will ever come back here again knowing what happened here. Don't worry, you're under my protection. As he looks back, he sees the look in the eyes of Hastings, one filled with anger and hatred. Son with so much strength, you're such a small man. Before he looks him dead in the eyes and lets off a burst of hockey. As Hastings' hatred lives away, replaced with fear. Fear so deep he will never forget it for the rest of his life. As he runs, abandoning his men on the island, to sail away alone. As Lars looks up on this, under his breath he curses himself. How could he even consider me a coward like him? Can't believe he's even a part of me. I think of letting my friends die like that. And that's where that Cutaway will end.
Wow.
So I did something Oda hasn't. Got Dragon to do something.
Yep.
And
You
that's
actually
about,
have Dragon on screen in a fight.
yeah, and that's what I imagine he's probably like.
I think
Yeah.
it's generous to call Hastings a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very
For Dragon.
generous.
That's fair.
You
yeah.
got him to move his arms. How about that?
Yeah, no, I imagine that Dragon's probably similar in levels of like strength to Garp and stuff, considering we learned Garp apparently trained him too.
Also, most wanted man in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thought that was a fun one. I was very proud of that one as I was writing it.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Wow.
Anyway, so that's that. So we're gonna cut straight to. We're gonna run straight past the Autumn Island and go straight to the swamp. By the way, I'm really proud of this map.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It really sells it, doesn't
I
it?
really like the swamp map.
Looks good.
Swampy.
See, I told you I'm good at making swamp maps.
So, Liam, is Smash Mouth going to start playing?
Hey now.
You're an all-star.
Yeah.
I'm
Get your
throwing
game
you
on.
into the
Yeah.
ocean.
There isn't